The surprise console made it early. Excellent. And no, I'm not having a baby. This is not a baby swing inside this box. But you might be able to guess what it is just by the size of it and the shape of it. Let's open it up. See anything yet? Look at that. M82. Hey, left the games in it too. Sweet. Looks like I left 7 games in there. Nothing totally good. It's alright. And I don't believe there was much in the way of accessories included. I think that's just a spacer box. Yeah. So yeah. Now, the surprise is that there's no real story to this. I got it on eBay. The surprise is the price. A little less than $1,800. Now, I think there's one for sale on eBay right now for $3,000, or best offer, and I believe there has been one sale in the last 60 days for $3,000. So I think this was a steal. And no, I'm not keeping it. I am reselling it, but I am going to do a 3-part video like I did with the test station, where I RGB mod this thing. But first, we're just going to check it out how it works. Second video will be teardown, and third video will be the RGB mod. So I'm going to set it up here and plug it in and get rolling. Well, on the back I've already got a repair I need to do. The cord is split, so I'll definitely fix that. Here's our on-off switch. The timer knob is broken off, which I think that's very common. So you got your 30-second, 3-minute, 6-minute, or 28-minute, 128-minute run times. RF output and composite and mono audio output, and I believe there is an expansion port behind here. We'll see that in the teardown, but even if there is, it's not going to be used, and that's probably exactly where I'll put the multi-out connector for the RGB, maybe a palette switch. That way, if whoever buys it doesn't want the RGB in there, or you know, say in 20 years this thing's going to be worth a lot more money in stock form than RGB modded form, then yeah, pull it out and put it back to stock. Well, it looks like if I want to plug in controllers, I need to take the front panel off anyway, and it looks like I got kind of a mishmash of screws here. I got torques on one side and square on the other. I'm already seeing a few missing too. Might take all these square off permanently and just get rid of them. We have 5 controller ports. Why is there 5? I don't even know which one is controller port on here. Whoa. it me, or is that extremely light colored blue? Wow. It's got some serious jail bars going on too. Interference pattern. I'm on composite. Interesting. So looks like 6 is the first game here, Red Racer, yeah. How do I... That's really difficult. To make it go one game. Maybe it's not reading Back to the Future. Okay, there's that. There's that. Little recall. Oh, hell, a couple of them not even plugged in all the way. Still not reading Bionic. Legendary Wings. Little Brothers. My fault. Still not reading Bionic. It didn't even stay on. That's interesting. Either the game needs cleaned, the cart connector needs cleaned, or the game's bad. I do really like the look of that connector in there. Okay, so that was fairly easy to figure out. One thing I'm not sure of is how the controller cord comes out. Does it just come out the bottom? There's a beveled edge right there. Must be. Seems like that would be easy to make it pull out of there. Maybe that's what these for. These are little zip tie holders, looks like. Zip tie the cords in place. Interesting. Well, that was fairly easy to figure out. I guess what I want to do is make sure all the other connectors are working. Put a different game into 10. Make sure that works. Now it's saying 0 because I've got a game of 2, I guess. I don't know. No, it went straight to 2. Not to 1. I'm not reading 1 again. Three, 4, 5, and then the next one should be 10. Okay, that's cool. So, hopefully the game's not screwed. There's 1. So, yep. Cool. Well, that wasn't too difficult to figure out. Very, very interesting. It definitely needs cleaned. I don't like it way that cable's routed right there, that's a fairly sharp edge. That ribbon cable to be touching. Looks okay now though. I mean, it's not like you're going to be taking this thing off all the time, right? It'd be nice if that was a quicker, easier disconnect, which would mean getting rid of these screws for sure and just putting in some regular Phillips or flatheads. So I'll definitely do that. Looks like it's just like plexiglass with some kind of vinyl sticker on it. Looks like my select switch is a little loose. Yay. So yeah, it's kind of a short video really. That's about all there is to the operation. I did see something interesting though already with taking this front panel off. It looks like there is a fifth cartridge connector that are soldered to the back side of the board that these plug into. It's gonna be kind of cool to see what that's all about. Hey, a random screw down in there, regular Phillips head screw. Looks like the right threads too for what I want to use on the outside. Except I think I'd stick with black, so I'd like to replace these. They're looking kind of old and rusty. So there might be some on the bottom too. Yeah, that's where that one came from. Looks like there was a kind of aluminum brace on the controller port board, and that was holding it to the brace, and there's one more on the bottom. It seems to be missing. It kind of sucks. Doesn't look like we have anything going on the bottom side of this. Just an FCC sticker. Look at that loose screw. Looks like there used to be feet on it. Not sure if it originally had feet or somebody just stuck some on there. Yeah. I guess I could check out the RF output real quick. Channel 3. You can see that in the picture there very well. Well, isn't that interesting? The jack does seem a little loose. Need something to poke at the switch a little bit here. sometimes that switch gets corroded. It's working. Does not seem to be the case here though. Might have to replace that module. So there's another repair I need to do to it. I'd like to see a picture of the knob or the time limit. Or maybe I can get a part number off of it on the inside. Ooh, man, this thing is dirty. So yeah, I think we'll make this a short intro video, how it works kind of thing, and I'll make a second video on teardown and post that separately because some people just don't care what's inside. And then lastly we'll figure out how to do an RGB mod on it, which hopefully will be much like the test station where we can just remove it and leave it back as stock if ever wanted to in the future. So yeah, cool. Nintendo M82 store display unit.